I don't train 6 days a week anymore. I don't do crazy volume. I don't follow some influencer program made for guys on drugs. And honestly, I look way better now training 3 or 4 days a week than I ever did almost living inside of the gym. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what I do now, the real system that actually works if you're a natural guy who wants to build muscle, look strong, and actually look like somebody who runs his life. But before I give you the whole thing, you're probably wondering why listen to me? And I get that, because for most of my life, I was the guy doing everything wrong. I was skinny my entire childhood, skinny in high school, always chasing the next supplement, the next fancy workout routine, the next secret. And I hoped that that would finally change my body. I even thought about taking enhancements at one point, and that's how desperate I was to get ahead. And dude, through all of that, my life was a mess. I was grinding door-to-door sales, trying to build businesses, moving across countries, chasing momentum. I battled all sort of colitis, which completely wrecked my routine, and I just kept trying to find one area of my life that I could actually control. And the only thing that stayed consistent was building my physique. It wasn't for Instagram, it wasn't for validation. But because when I had my body dialed in, everything else was dialed in. My confidence, my discipline, my direction, everything. And here's the truth nobody wants to tell you. Most fitness advice that you see online, it's actually made by guys who are enhanced for guys who are enhanced. And if you're natural, dude, you cannot train like them. You cannot eat like them. You cannot recover like them. I did that for years and stayed exactly the same. So here's what actually works. And this is coming from someone who wasted years doing it the wrong way. There came a point, and I remember this, where I actually stopped chasing the pump. I stopped switching programs every 2 weeks. I stopped copying influencers who looked insane but were on half a pharmacy worth of stuff. And instead, I started chasing progression. Fewer workouts, more intent. Every rep mattered. Every set had weight behind it. I tracked everything. I slept properly. I actually recovered. And for the first time in my life, I started to grow. Slowly at first, but then consistently. It was like planting a seed in the right soil, and it finally started to build on itself. So if you're stuck right now, if you kind of look like you lift, but not really, here's exactly what you need to do. Train 3 to 4 times per week. That's it, not 6, not 7. Those everyday workouts will absolutely bury natural guys. 3 days is enough for most people. 4 days if you want a little bit of extra volume, but trust me, you don't need more than that. Your options are very simple. Full body 3 times a week, push, pull, legs once through, or upper lower twice, or the one that I like, it's anterior, posterior, rest, repeat. The main point is this: you need recovery days. You need to actually push hard on the days you are training. So you have to start every workout with one heavy compound lift. That could be bench, incline bench, overhead press, weighted pull-ups, squats, deadlifts, trap bar, pendulum squats. Just pick one each day and stick with it for at least 12 weeks. Most guys make zero progress because they change exercises every single week. You can't build strength like that, and you definitely can't build a physique like that. So you have to stick with it, master it, get brutally strong with perfect form. Then you can hit your accessories, your aesthetic builders. This is where your physique actually gets sculpted. That's the dumbbell presses, flies, lateral raises, extensions, curls, hamstring curls, split squats, cable work. These are all the movements that you need to get into really good shape, and you have to push them hard. 8 to 15 reps, good form, controlled tempo. This is where the natural guys really grow. And here's the big thing no one wants to hear. You have to train hard on working out 3 days a week. Like actually extremely hard. Not this, I did 20 sets, but none of them were difficult nonsense. You need 2 to 3 brutal sets per exercise. The kind where you're doubting every last rep, the kind where you feel your face absolutely heating up, the kind where you're breathing heavy at the end. And that's ultimately where the muscle grows, not those little warm-up sets. Now for food, I like to keep it simple. steak, chicken, eggs, rice, potatoes, fruit, honey, avocado, whole milk, basically anything that's from the ground. 1 gram of protein per pound, no crazy diets, no 14-step meal plans, just real food. Now, sleep. Bro, if you're not sleeping 7-8 hours, nothing else matters. You have to keep your room extremely cold, keep it dark, no caffeine late, and I found that magnesium glycinate plus L-theanine right before going to sleep at night is really good. It really helps with calming you down and stopping those racing thoughts if you have them. But you just want to sleep like a man who respects himself. Now, here's where the part where most guys really need to hear, and the reason you look average still isn't genetics, it isn't even time, it isn't your job, it isn't anything but one thing. You quit when it gets boring. This game is definitely boring. You have to eat, train, sleep, track, and repeat over and over again for months, for years. That's how physiques are built. Not with 30-day transformation challenges, not with new trends every week, not even with just shock your muscle bullshit. It's repetition, it's discipline, and it's identity. So if you want my full program, the one that I built through years of trial, failure, moving countries, rebuilding discipline, and rebuilding my identity, I put everything into what I call the Dream Physique protocol. And I have my full 12-week coaching program down below. It's called the Sovereign Reset. Inside, you'll get my exact training structure, my progression trackers, real food plans, lifestyle discipline systems, identity frameworks, how I rebuild routine, momentum, and discipline. So if you want the guide for free, DM me Dream Physique on Instagram. If you want the full 12-week transformation, the link is below. But guys, stop settling, build the body, rebuild your identity, and step into your sovereign life. Let's go, guys.